Alright? You have told him by this action, stop. That is your first command. You have told him to do that. In other words, you've given him a command, and you have the ability to make him do that, which is here. You've told him to stop and come here. Now then, that's the first command that you've given him. Now then, you give him another command, and stack another command behind that you know that he can obey, and that is, go back this way. There you have two commands. Stop, go back this way. Alright, once he starts back this way, you move back here into the center and let him go around as far as you want. If he continues to go around like a nut, then you do the same thing again. When he's over here or someplace else, you go to the opposite side and you do the same thing again. And you come over here while he's over here, and you're waiting for him to come around this way, and you tell him, stop. Now there's three commands that you've given him. You told him, stop here, go back this way. Now you're telling him, stop here. And the fourth command is, go back this way. You see where this is going here? You've given him a series of commands and made him obey them. What is the condition over here? A leader is one that leads, one is calls the shots. A follower is one that obeys. Since you're directing him to come this way, come this way. You are the leader. He is the follower. How many times, how many directions you have to give him before he acknowledges or realizes that he is indeed a follower depends upon a number of factors. It depends upon how determined you are. It depends on how determined he is. It depends on the weather. It depends on whatever. But the secret to the herd dynamics procedure is simply giving the directions. Now then, in the course of a few minutes, he will then start paying attention to you. He will be focusing on you, and he will start following your directions more quickly. And he may also start expressing his opinion about them. He may shake his head and snap his teeth. He may lay his ears back. He may kick out at you. He may do whatever. Don't worry about any of that stuff as long as you are here and he's out here. As you'll see in a lot of the stuff that I do, is I do not care what that horse does when that horse is out here. He can kick, he can squeal, he can snake his head, he can do anything that he wants. I ignore that. The only thing that is important is that he follow my directions. I tell him to go here, tell him to go there, tell him to go here, tell him to go there. Now then, it is not the speed. This is not an exercise, a conditioning exercise. It is not a wearing down exercise. It is a mental exercise. And as such, you can conduct it easily and quietly and low-key. Go over there. Okay, stop. Go over there. Stop. Go over there. Go all the way around. Go a little faster. Go a little slower. Each time that you give a direction to that horse, you have the ability to enforce it. Stop. I don't want you to go any farther. No, don't go back that way. No, don't go that way. No, don't go this way. Directions. Stop. Don't do that. If he's grazing, go along the round pen and he's snatching a little bit of grass. No, don't do that. Stop. Send him back the other way. This whole procedure shouldn't take much more than a half an hour of easy interacting with the horse. You tell the horse, do this, do that. And pretty soon you'll notice that the horse will start to respond by keeping its inside ear on you all of the time, or most of the time. That means that suddenly you have become important, you have become something to pay attention to. And you'll notice that the mouth will begin working, and you may even see the tongue flipping out. You'll notice that the face will be softer, the muscles, the musculature of the horse will become softer, the horse will appear to be obviously more relaxed. His head will come down, and he'll kind of get into a, okay, I'm being told to do this, I'm being told to do this, so I'm just going to do it, I'm just going to do it. And they just wander around kind of zoned out and automatically doing what you want. And when you see a horse that is doing that a lot, and his mouth is working, and you may even see its tongue going, and its head is down low, and it's going along easily, it's basically, when the head comes down, it is a sign that there's little fear. Because if you have a horse that's frightened, what happens is the head comes way up. When the head is down, fear is lessened, fear is going, fear may even be gone. And why is that fear gone? Because now the horse is beginning to realize that it is being presented with herd leadership actions. More safety, more comfort, more security. Safety, security, I guess they're the same thing. And the horse knows what it has to do to be a part of that herd. It has to follow the leader. You're exhibiting leadership actions, it is following you. Therefore, all of the responsibility of directing how far to spook, assessing threats, determining where to go, determining when to eat, determining when to sleep, determining all that stuff is the job of the leader. And because you are exhibiting these leadership actions, and the horse is suddenly saying, okay, I don't need to take care of these things as much anymore. Now somebody else is managing that, so therefore I can lower my head. I don't have to be as concerned about that anymore. It then is starting towards becoming a productive member of the herd. All you want the horse to do is simply be a horse. Follower. There's not any room for leader, because if you have two beings that are leaders, or they're peers, or they're vying each to be leaders, every herd needs a leader. And what you're determining to do is you're determining to become the leader. In order, if you have a horse here who is going around the round pen, and you want to direct that horse to stay out further, you aim your force or your pressure towards the center of the horse. That then drives the horse out here to keep it up against the fence. If you want the horse to speed up, you move slightly towards the rear of the horse. You then direct your pressure at the hip. And the way you direct your pressure at the hip is you just move aside, just look at the hip, and start mentally picturing that horse going around. If you want to pick up speed, you aim your pressure at the hip. If you want to slow the horse down, you come over here, you aim your pressure at the shoulder. That'll slow the horse down. Now then, that is how you control this distance out here. That is how you control the speed this way and this way. You want it to go faster, you put your pressure on the hip. You want it to go slower, you put your pressure on the shoulder. You want it to go out and just maintain the speed that's going, put your pressure here.